Welcome back to this video of Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. Since the last video, I've been in the three big cities to pick up all the job quests and clear out a few more white quests that I have seen along the way. So now I have a lot of classes, professions, whatnot. Played a lot of archer, that's really fun, so I'm going to mix that in on occasion since my Arcanist is so much more higher level than my story quest at the moment. So I have those to swap around along with my Conjurer, which is really not ideal to do quests with because, you know, doesn't have a lot of damage. I'm 29 as my Arcanist, and my story quest is level 20. Okay, it isn't so bad. And my Archer is level 22, and my main story quest is 15. So we're going to continue with that today. I think this is probably where I left off last time. Front is later on. To do that, I'm going to start it as Conjurer. In case we get the next view, why not give it to that one since the other one's so much higher? I think that's about it. Have all the classes and professions I could pick up. So far, at least. New task. Ready to hear about the job then? Like I said, the request comes from the guild in Britannia. And that's all I know. But whatever is yet to get asked to do, somehow I doubt will pose any trouble for an adventurer that survived Bedlam in Sasha. If you think you might be interested, you want to have a word with Mother Minune, the counterpart in Britannia. Good luck, lass. To Britannia, we fly. I soon speak in Britannia. Keyboard is just too far away. I'm sorry if this noise catches by the mic. Yes, you might have spotted very quickly there. We'll also open the golden saucer. So yeah, this quest I got in Ulda, I have just talked to like the attendants. I haven't even finished the get to know that place quest because that was a bit overwhelming at the moment. And for you wondering, I'm drinking a lovely rhubarb and strawberry lemonade. Cold forest. Okay, down and up. Lift. Up. This is well place where the airship is below. Logics eludes me from that one. Let's get Mother Minune. Hello. Take a seat wherever you'd like, friend. Oh wait. Oh wait, for come take your. Oh, not as done. Do I hope that you're the adventurer Baderon sent word about? You are. Matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Minune, and the Charline Canopy. Charline Canopy is my place. With regards to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell you. Let me know when you're ready to take the details, and I shall brief you. Ding. Good, that was Conjurer. Ready for the briefing? Good. Now then, here is the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Minun, but our need now grows even more pressing. Let's none step forward. And good evening to you, Bowlord. Your need must be pressing indeed, as you honour us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I am pleased to report that we have a volunteer at least. The one who comes highly recommended at that. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women at the God's Quiver. Now, time for the essence. So I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish you to nip a potential threat to Godinia in the bud. Beneath the central shroud lies an underground burial site called the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. The place was once a Galmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been sulking about the Deepcroft and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lamb of Dalmud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These sealers have proved themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the XIV at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. In anticipation of this, I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the 12th Wood. At least we are taken away. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the lambs of Dalmud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? That of course you can. You have my gratitude. Once you have seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guards posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments, that is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. And pray, where are thee? Okay. Well then, we run as archer because I have a permanent speed up until I get a mount, which I think I've done too many quests before getting a mount, really. It's annoying been running, but we do this in proper order. In proper order. Maybe there are some hunts I haven't done yet. Looks like I am about to do a dungeon again. Aha! Well, that was interesting. Really have enjoyed Archer. Don't really remember it much, but it was my main last time. Kind of like yearning to level it up to get Bard and play instruments, but that was sort of where I stopped playing last time, because every time I logged on I just tried to learn new songs and never progressed anymore. It was good I have this video series now. I have a reason to continue and not just play. But then I have something for the days or the times I can't record. I can just play and have fun. So I think this will be even better than last. I also saw on my Arcanist, which is probably over-leveled by my quest now, as I have gotten AoE gem uses. So I think this like is the normal spam, and this is when I use after I've used an emerald. But I haven't been in the situation to try that yet, because I haven't played Arcana as much because I don't want to level it more unnecessarily. I've just been other classes when I've done White Quest. And if I've been on like duties and such as Arcanist, I have been level synced down. So this level was 16. I doubt I'll even have oh, I was supposed to go in here maybe. I doubt I'll even have them if I am a Arcanist. think we will do that as archer. Let me just see if I have a ticket. I do not. You are still in Nephem, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the bow lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the lamps of Dalmud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the calamity put an end to the 6th Astral era. The cultists took the lesser moon Dalmud for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And they were rather disappointed when Dalmud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their gods turn to ash, one would think the cultists might feel moved to question their fate. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The lamps of Dalmud are convinced that heretics, so to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of the Lord and Saviour. That is now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come out of it. For the sake of Gridania and the Aussie at large, put an end to their madness. Tam-Tara Deepcroft is now accessible. And enter the Tam-Tara, and that we do in Duty Finder. Oh, I now have Daily Roulette, that is new. But I want to just do the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. And schön. And now it informs me of Daily Roulette. And we wait average of 7 minutes. Oh. Wish me luck. I can tell the tank stopped. Nope. Okay. Good. Let the tank do its tanky things. What is that? It's so cool. I'm going to be startled by it and run away from it. Yes. Let's do that one then, since Speckles are doing it. Have AoE now. Oh. Have a target. Dapolina. Have a target. Point, because we are in combat, but I still did it. Whatever. That is such a scary ability. Okay. Tab and attacking is dangerous in the dungeon. I need to remember this from last time. I did not swap that target. What is that? This is not for me. Oh, I already have it. Okay. Run and shoot. This is dungeon. Okay, class. Character. I still feel like I can do more than I could when I did it as Arcanist. Just a constant running and never being able to cast. Priest would be best and fast, as maybe they can move. I used my damage dealt increased. I cooled down. I feel like I have things. No, it's not that I do not like Arcanist anymore. It's just got over level. I won't be able to use my abilities in these kinds of dungeons. I can agree on that. And that, I guess. I have an interrupt. I have a blind and an interrupt. Opposite there. That's not effect. The shooting animation is pretty as well. When last I played the Warcraft, the button I have print on at the moment is the button I had in my normal cast of Shadow Bolts on. Which is why I'm clicking it a tad more than I should. Habits. Eye, that I like you straight shot. Another one. Okay. Summons me from the void to reside within this crude vessel. Hey. You waited for me. Aww. Stop the ether flow from the. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay, I saw it now. dot on him, I'll be happy. Ooh. Someone using the limit break. I haven't figured out those yet. But I feel like I remember they were party decided. I think I was told to save it for ankle healer, so I've never used it. That was either a very easy dungeon or a very good group. I don't know what to tell, but I got everything, so that's perfectly fine. I didn't do accommodation, and we are done. I have entered the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. I have exited it as well. And I report back to Minun in Geridania. And we see if we find any hunts along the way. Which one was... Oh, it was the tree sapling. Okay. Never mind, eh? Never mind. Shroud is shroud. Shroud. She's not shroud is shroud. And we are back in Geridania to see Miun. Yeah. I love the names in this game. It's just gonna get better, I assume. Alright. Welcome back, Stabalina. I'm reliably informed that your forte into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Baderon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt of your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Warlord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it is something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As to illustrate the point, if he has gone and it's all your fault, if it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted at a range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Blah. Gone with his pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving and I'll be too soon. If I never see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel thought, though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by the way, some parting advice. Get rid of Ade's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever you like with it. But for good's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, right? Why don't leave me alone, please? Whee! I'm so sorry there. Please forgive me. I think they wiped. Things like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. Interested? I wasn't conjurer. Oh. The word. So you're not averse to taking a little trip. Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the quest comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momode, the proprietors of the quicksand. Think of her as a sustained version of myself, Sultanettes. Whatever. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Stavelina, and good luck. Go to Ul'dah, go downstairs to get to the airship. Logic speed. Elsewhere. Tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac. Ul'dah. To Ul'dah, we fly. Swapping to conjurer, one-way land. Swapping to conjurer, one-way land. Sorry. What? This quest. Oh, it's back to the golden saucer because I haven't finished it. Okay. Never mind that. Steps of knowledge. Is that an option? No. So we are trying this. Steps of thought, which does not lead to steps of knowledge. Merchant's strap. But I have crystals. And the crystal I want is the Adventurer's Guild crystal, logically, because this is the Adventurer's Guild's counterpart in this town. City. Good. Because that is also one thing I did in the cities, take all the crystals to make this easier. So we get more reading and there's a running. Conjurer. We do a normal sprint. Momode. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Emily Nanapem by any chance? Mion said word that you would be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer at the moment. Of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? Podcast. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Almighty! Another second under that sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Look at his beard. Excellent timing, Papashan. Papashan. It just happens. It just so happens the adventure will be handling a petitioner, sir. So this winsome lass is the much lauded adventurer, is she? Marvellous, marvellous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papashan, formerly of the Sultan's one. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to appraise of the information? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amanja and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at the Coperbell mine. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are the clan known as the Hectacles. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors. At the presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities of this site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know the history well, my lady. The people of that age used the hectagones to work the mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to the will. But as it oft the way of such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled and fury of the Hectonaches, our ancestors introduced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. I do not like that story. Well, now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Coperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened as to meet the rising demand of building materials. I guess not. Our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Oh, think the poor creature's still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Coperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. In this task which we would have you undertake. I'm not denying that the mission will be rife with dangers. But our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Bless you, friend. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Coperbell mines are in the western Talon. Take care, you hair. And one thing before you depart. An employee of Amanja and Sons is presently at the quicksand. Her fellow name is Painted Misa. And he knows Coperbell mines as well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. What am I feeling? This was another dungeon? Like a dungeon opening? I learned trait mastery. I do not know what it is. But we will figure that out. Traits. I upgrade things. It's conjuring things. It's okay. A bit. A little bit about this. I did not like the treatment of these giants 3 centuries ago, but okay. Looking for Painted Misa. You found him. So you're the adventurer who volunteered to deal with the mess down in Coperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you got skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The hectaconachus we've left in place is a riot state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Coperbell was old when the second old dynasty was still young. and it was abandoned centuries ago. It hadn't been for shortage of minerals needed for the rebuilding effort, their concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried in a mountain for rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. The stone torches keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. I hope for the nation resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Okay. So in the this entrance there. In the sense of gaming, I will leave my issues. Still, but I don't like it. I didn't do the white quests here that would have led me out of the city. I hadn't been there, so that just felt seems a bit wrong. Seeing that place for the first time off camera, off recording, of video. I was also thinking of not progressing, so I kind of picked just a quest that left me in Ulda itself. New quest. Where the heart is, the goblet. That will must need to be done at a point. Will must need to be done. Hello, giant tortoise. Guitars. Oh. I remember they could be horrid. What do I get from you? Where the heart is? Have you heard about the news of the goblets? That's the next town. Ah, property thingamajig. Oh, it's okay. It's opening property here as well, which I don't understand why we do, but we do. Can buy or build or whatnot. For rich adventurers, which I am nay. And my beak. Does more look like an axe beak, but alrighty. If you insist. Might have been sugar keep I should have picked up there, but I didn't, so it shall be what it is. And I will go pick up that crystal. Because it is a dungeon, right? We don't know yet, but we assume so. So after I've queued them. Big level. Color your world. There are things in this land. Things I may want. That's okay. Oh, I got this one. Limited attack on potentially of a whole or to target and all enemies nearby it. Can only be executed with Hawk's Eye. An AoE when I do Hawk. Can I get Hawk's Eye from that one? 20% chance of getting Hawk's Eye. Same as. I didn't know. This is very fun. Hey, Stone Torch. Looks like a person, not a torch to me, but okay. There's been an incident inside the Coperbell mines. We are here to ensure that the effects are contained, but for our own safety, so just stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecatron. I think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are connected to havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. It is a dungeon. I am so great. Then here we go. I just signed up for the dungeon. And load the door. Good time for it. Oh, I am archer, yes. Commence for Coperbell mines. Mm. 15, that's good. 18, we'll be able to. Said 17, but that might be minimal level. Come on, Mr. Tank, Mrs. Tank. Come on, dude, PS. Dame PS. So you move when you wait. It's the low. Disagreement of this place, but whatever. There we are. Not sure. Something. The other one be allowed to do this AoE hawk shot. The door opens. Lift lever. Press the lift lever. Go. Why did I think upstairs? Of course we're going downstairs. This not okay place. But I guess it is whatever. Is it Groundhog's Eye? No, I can't Groundhog's Eye until I get the ability. This game is so clever. Oh. I accidentally fell right now, but I'm running towards you, so I'm doing it right. They were waiting to attack. Cause we'll follow the tank. I've just forgot it for a moment. I'll do that part, so it was dead anyway. Malala, please. I wanna push my foot though. Fix Once. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh, no, I got 10. I dodged twice instead of attacking. Bad. Press buttons. I was just too stressed. I'm confused. It's okay now. Promise. I don't want to be behind him. I need to be best. There we go. Oh, behind him. Sure. An upgrade. Believe it to be. Oh, I could get paid in här. Peloton. I just didn't think of that. Back up and blasting, but we need to get Hyacinth, I wager, from my understanding of this. Level 25 and I'm allowed to be 20. Okay. See how it is. We have it, then I pass. Some up. Sand. Sand. I get Hawk. What was it called again? Hawk something. I got Hawk something. I need to handle them instead. We just move out of their way. Here's my assessment of them. And spend the arrows. No, I can't talk. Okay. No, the ability isn't called. So, you know, it's fun to pretend. Wait. 2 levels? No. I already have it. And poop. I remember to use it a lot often now. Then they will like me. There we have the giants. Poor giants. Suffered so very much. Leave me. Slaves no more. Free. Free. Yes. Interesting. I think I did good. Bye. Okay. Nothing more left. We'll get it. Loot. Grid. Grid. Music roll. Grid. I don't know if we need a grid on this. Okay. Well, I'll allow it. I did it! Now I go back to Momoyage. And let's see if I will remember to... What? You know what? It's 114. Why am I running through this again? Once it's good, once the other place with you. Just back before I have a mount. Nay. Momoyai. And this is Momoyai in Hayes. And when we find Momoyai, Momoyai, there you go, Conjurer. I did mess up. It's okay. Oh. Okay. Oh no. I'm a conjurer. Oh no. Conqueror of Coperbell returns. Thank you. Our mining operation can resume, and Ulda will have the materials it needs to rebuild. The entire nation is in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. That's what I meant. It'll do the woman well to see that you're alive and in one piece. Momodi. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! I'm gonna be conjurer. Why am I conjurer? Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir. I didn't steal nothing. I brought this paid for it with my own coin. Obnoxious merchant. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford Maggie mole meat, much less choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12. Me as a witness, desperate damsel. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I brought this with me old coin. I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. Oh, please say I can swap. And who in the hay are you when you were at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this murmur's face. You lot, teach them a lesson. I doubt I can change. I doubt I can change. Let me just try, but I doubt I can change. I'm going to be in combat right away. I can't. Oh, that's just great. Filthy bodyguard. Okay. At least I have a few levels above it. And let's sleep if I need it. And be better. And that is sleep. Okay, please sleep you. And then and you. And that's empty. And why don't we just heal? Boastful bodyguard. Ferocious bodyguard. At least they had some fun bodyguards. Okay. This can I swap? One though. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Oh. Hey, where in the H you think you're going? Where in the hay? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. It's someone special. I'd swear if there were more refugees than when last I looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. Confirmed citizen. Young citizen. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found the lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it's only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ulda has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I wouldn't be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope the present doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take turn for the worse, we'll always have the immortal flames. I dare say the Breastblades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Galian Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you think that old Dars was well on his way to recovery. But Per thought the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. She did buy it. Got a thanks and everything. Madam, are you all right? Sorry, I lost this. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? I did not. Oh, I said, what? Saw her by the meat, you say? That's absurd. As did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Well, who said that? Shrieks. Brr, I will overlook this, but just this one. Scared cats. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done. I don't bear thinking about. Ye are mostly welcome. But who said that? Ever so selfless hero, I see. Ah, it has been a while, adventurer. I have been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsalem. You discharge your duty at the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility. You have displayed unfailing courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain. In summary, you have demonstrated all of the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seemed invariably to serve the general good, whether you mean it or not. It is a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes of your character. Yet, for all your admirable qualities, this is your gift which intrigues me the most. I speak of the visions you experience. Visions like the one you had mere moments ago, if I'm not mistaken. I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the self-same talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for a common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavours. Think of my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you have been chosen by a science of the seventh dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. So many name guilds, leagues, groups. I need to remember which ones are good and which one are not, and I will just assume she is good, but you know, we cannot know. Ay, 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 ay. Momodi. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't come pestering me every time you gaze in the eye. Because I do enjoy hearing tell of gentlemen woes with the women folk from time to time. Ah, Sabolina! Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. By God, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess that you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. Your ever Ilm the adventurer Miun said you'd be Sabolina. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Before I forget, there's a lassie I wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with a friend in Gridania I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was ended. His name was Ever, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer. He swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded had a friend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But then I think of the woman you are, of all that you have achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as ever I once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask for your name. Sabolina Nipheim. I shan't forget. Thank you, Stabo. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot, though I'd be rather right pain in the ass looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Stab. What did you say? You want to know about the science of the seventh dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Stabo. The science ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do, knowing that if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I ever painted certain death on a door and limitless wealth on another. 9 out of 10 adventurer go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of them being all down. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these science of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Cause that ain't no small tasks, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Sabo. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the science, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The science are headquartered in Vesper Bay out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Walking Sands. Give your name to whomever's at the entrance and you will be let in. You're a woman in demand, Stabo, and in these days I'd promised to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them, as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time. Tell them. Yeah? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Vesper Bay. I didn't click it and I went there. Oh well. Ah well. Off we go! But I deem to think that venture will be in the next video. So I will meet you outside of Vesper Bay for my next one in a few. Thanks for watching. Stabo out.